Audio right, everything. That girl Rob,
Mic check.
Sunflower
Sunflower
In
tapping in.
in the building. Sunflower is in the building, y'all.
Cheers to the freaking weekend.
Cheers. Blessings.
Blessings. That's good.
That is subtle and it is sweet. I like subtle sweet stuff.
Yeah.
Subtly.
Subtly.
How you feeling though, Rob?
I'm okay, trying to tag you right now,
Yeah.
real quick, before we really just
Do the cold game combos page and then do the jazz dot Avante. Girl, I got so many damn pages. Girl, just everywhere.
You are a brand, honey. A walking brand.
I just be trying shit.
I know it. It's okay. Because it's working. It's working. It's all falling into place.
Yeah.
It's a good thing about it.
Welcome to another Cold Game Conversation. I am your host, Jazz Avante. And as you can see, we have the beautiful Miss Sunflower, Miss Robin in the building. I'm going to let you go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's going on, you guys? My name is Rob. A lot of people know me. Some people know me as Sunflower. Rob the Sunflower on Instagram. That's all I have. That's all the social medias I have. But super, super glad to be here with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Back again.
I appreciate you for pulling up, my girl.
You know it.
Listen, like, you got a story, man. I really just want to sit down and unpack it. But first, what's the infatuation with Sunflower?
Okay, so funny thing about it is my mom, when I was a kid, well, a baby necessarily, she used to take me outside, get air, catch some sun. But she said I used to smile, like get happy when I would step foot outside, like in the sunlight. And sunflowers, they turn towards the sun to get their energy to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, baby sunflower.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you took a liking to that since a jit, huh? Okay.
Jit.
Okay. So where you from though?
I'm from, okay, look. I'm from the southwest side of Houston. I'm from like South Gessner, West Belford area.
Okay.
But some people would call it Missouri City. So I guess I'm from the Mo.
Okay.
But I didn't go to no Missouri City like schools or anything.
Okay, so what school you went to?
I went to West Side High School.
Okay.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
So West Side, that's what part of town is that?
Okay, so technically it's like Houston, but it's literally right by I-10, like Eldridge.
Yeah. I know this
Westheimer, like going towards that way.
Blue colors. What's y'all mascot?
Yeah, blue, white, and black.
Okay.
We were the Wolves.
The Wolves, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all was good back then?
You know it.
Yeah.
You know it. You had your girl on the team.
Listen, take me back. I want to know, because my first, like, introduction to you was in college. Like, you was on the volleyball team, man. She was doing her thing, y'all. So talk to me about your volleyball career. Like, when did it start? You know what I'm saying? And all about that.
Okay, so I actually started playing volleyball 7th grade year of middle school. But the thing about it is I've loved dance. I love ballet.
It's active, okay.
That was one thing that I really loved to do. So I took in volleyball because my best friend, Ashley, she played volleyball. She wanted to play volleyball. We were like Robin Big in middle school because I was like 5 feet and she was like 5'8".
Okay.
We were 6th graders. Okay, we were 6th graders. So like by the time we got to 7th grade, like I got a little taller. But she wanted to play volleyball, and at the time, Jazz, I did not like volleyball players. Like the ones at Pershing, I went to Pershing Middle School. So we actually had the Spanx like in middle school. And, you know, we're playing against like Johnston, Welch, shit like that, other schools like that. But they had on basketball shorts. So I just didn't like how we had to wear the Spanx. So that kind of turned me off from playing volleyball.
Okay.
But
Okay.
because it was my best friend,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? She was like my sister. So I said, fuck it. We're going to play volleyball. We ended up making the B team.
This 7th grade, okay.
7th grade B team, okay?
B team.
And shit, we rocked out. So it started from there. Like,
Okay.
she was my influence.
Okay. So after the 7th grade, boom, how did the 8th grade year go? So after
we made it on the 8th grade team.
Okay.
Got into like AAU volleyball,
Okay, yeah,
you know,
sure, yeah.
club volleyball, shit like that.
Yeah.
Shit, we took off.
Okay.
Me and my best friend, Ashley, she went to Bel Air. You know, I went to West Side, so we were rival schools. I was a freshman on varsity.
Okay, listen, give me some funny stories from back then, from those AAU days, man. Cause I know, man, them when you want to roll like that, man. Memories.
So I was actually the only black on an all white, like AAU team. So
talk about that experience.
Yeah, it was a time. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody was friends on there. So like when we were on the road and stuff like that, like we would be with our parents. Like our parents would drive us. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a big van or like a big charter bus or nothing like that. So our parents would drive us. We would meet down there and honestly, Jazz, we wouldn't even have team bonding. Like so the two friends that I had, like, I mean, that's all I was rocking with, really. Yeah, like,
okay.
So that's honestly like my experience with AAU.
Okay. So let's talk about after the AAU. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw you at TSU, like, so.
Yeah.
How was your recruitment process? How was that?
My recruitment process was lit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I got recruited for PV.
Okay.
And TSU, but I originally committed to a school, D2 Christian school. It's like number 2 in the country. Palm Beach Atlantic University at the time in Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay.
But when my best friend committed suicide our senior year, I decommitted and ended up committing to TSU and just kind of took my journey from there, literally. So my recruitment though at TSU was lit. I'm not gonna lie. I had a great host.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give her name, but if you see this, you know who you are. I had a great host.
Okay.
Like she kind of just showed me like the other side, like outside of volleyball, like the life of college.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
it was great. And those are my two options, honestly, like Palm Beach and TSU. And like I said, when my best friend committed suicide, I just went ahead and stayed.
I definitely want to get into that, but talk about your college experience though.
So playing volleyball or just period?
Let's talk volleyball first.
I didn't have a good freshman year. My third week in, I got into a fight. Like I'm a hothead.
Okay.
Like naturally, I was a hothead. Let me say that because I've elevated since then, and even getting into that fight when I first got to TSU, it taught me to slow down because I had the chance of losing my full ride, like my scholarship, and my family didn't play that. You had to get a scholarship, whether it was academics or sports.
Right.
So my freshman year, it was a cultural shock for me too. Like
same for me.
Yeah, me going to predominantly white schools, like it was a big culture shock. So a lot of people didn't take me serious. Like I felt like a lot of people thought I was maybe soft because I'm pretty, you know what I'm saying? Or people thought I was pretty, things like that. So, but I mean, we got over it. We got through it. I stayed focused. That was like the best thing that I could do. Just kind of put my head into volleyball.
Let's talk about your, like, just regular life at TSU.
So my regular life at TSU, after freshman year, I saw the up and up. You know what I'm saying? Like sophomore year, lit. Junior year, lit. Senior year, but lit. TSU actually within my regular life, like I met a lot of like dope ass people, like from all across like Florida, California, like Dallas, really Cali. It was so many like Californians. Is that how y'all say that?
I don't know. Californians.
Yeah. But yeah, it was so many people from California. I felt like when I first got to TSU. The Greeks, you know, seeing all of that, that was a new experience for me as well.
Okay.
Like,
did you pledge?
I tried.
Okay.
I did.
That shit was OD,
huh? OD. Yeah, it's not for me. Yeah.
No. It's crazy because my mom and my aunt, they pledged. And they was looking at me like, Jazz, you gonna do it? I'm like, shit. Well, at the time, you know, the group at TSU, they were suspended. So I couldn't even do it.
That's...
Hey, them K's.
Okay. See, it was the deltas for me.
Yeah, for sure you look like that. But I don't even... if I did that K shit, I feel like I would have had to sauce that hoe up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure you would have.
I know a masculine woman. She sauced that hoe up.
For real?
Yeah.
That pink and green.
That's hard.
Yeah, I know
That's that feminine shit, though.
Yeah, it was the
Delta.
It's the red.
Yeah. That's more my vibe, though. That's more my vibe.
No,
Yeah.
My mom was legacy.
Okay.
She was legacy. Like she went to TSU. I believe she was on the first line at TSU. So like,
OG in the game.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I tried my sophomore year. Definitely,
Yeah.
but that line, nah.
Okay. So Rob, let's kind of take it back. Listen, tell me some things that you've had to endure in your childhood. Like you look back and be like, damn, like I really made it through that, whatever that may be.
Abuse. I was verbally and like physically abused first by my father. But what's crazy is my dad has Alzheimer's now. Like, so it's like he doesn't even remember it. But I'm not gonna lie, it helped with the forgiveness process of that. But that was like one of the main things. And then I don't really have family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the baby of the family. Like, I'm 29 years old. My dad will be 81 at the end of this month on June 30th. You get what I'm saying? So, like, they had me real late, you know? So, like, my siblings and shit, like, they older than me.
Yeah.
So, I was more close to, like, my brothers. You get what I'm saying? So, my oldest brother, when I was 9, he went off to prison. And been in there since, you know what I'm saying? So that was a real shift, like, in our family because amongst, like, the kids in the family, you know what I'm saying? He was somebody that we all looked up to. Like, this is our baby. Even though he's the oldest, like, this our baby. And I'm the baby. So, like, I'm babied.
Baby girl.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then... with him being in there for like, going on 19, 18 years now? Something like that? 9? How old am I? 29? Oh, yeah, 20 years. 20 years. With him being in there for like 20 years now, like, it's been a roller coaster. You know, the prison system and just seeing what it does to our men. Like, our black men, it actually is bringing a frog in my throat right now. Because it's real deep, Jazz. Like, their mental is something that, you know, is not really considered in there. And it's because of that system. But I just feel like with it being that system, that should not be an excuse. Yeah. Because I didn't seen it firsthand within my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thankful that he is hopefully about to get out. You get what I'm saying? But so he can get his mind back together. But just seeing that firsthand, it took a toll on me, especially around like 2018. It took a real big toll on me.
Did you take visits to him frequently?
Most definitely. His units were all in Texas.
Okay.
When he first went off, like when I was in high school and stuff, he was in El Paso. So I wasn't able like to go see him then. But for sure, when I got to college, like, hell yeah, I went to go see my nigga. Like,
okay.
But
okay.
Certain circumstances, and like I said, that prison system and their mental, it stopped the visits.
I want to know this. So you said you was the baby, right? So
Yeah.
How did you get through all of that abuse though? You know what I'm saying? Who did you have to confide in? You being a baby.
Shit, nobody.
Really? How'd you get through that?
God. Like,
yeah.
I just thank God that I didn't turn into a bully. You know what I'm saying? To other people. I got bullied. So it was a difference with being on the other side of that. You get what I'm saying? But I'm thankful I wasn't able to project that negative, toxic, like disgusting, like demon, bro. Because that's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. People got real life trauma that they don't deal with within themselves. Like, so.
That is a fact.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Shit. God, and this might sound bad, but smoking weed, bruh. Like, that shit really, it calmed me, Jazz. It got me to think. It got me to think my way through certain situations and prayer, bro. Like, I'm young. You know, my mama got me in church at a young age. But as I'm getting older and, like, going throughout high school, because that's when I was experiencing that, like, abuse.
Yeah.
Jazz, I stopped getting, like, physically abused by my dad around 20, 21.
That's when it stopped?
Stopped, like, and that was when the first time my mom witnessed it. Let's get into it. Like,
well, okay. What did your mom say?
My mama left him.
Oh, she left him.
That was it. That was in 2014. She could tell you the date. Like,
did she know?
She did not know. She said she didn't know. She said, like, you know, it was a time where she walked in where my dad was whooping me with the belt. And he was whooping me between my legs, though. Like,
what?
She walked in and she stopped him for sure. Like, but she said that's the time that she really, like, remembers that moment. You know what I'm saying? But, nah, she don't recall when I've told her. You know, I wasn't really, I love my mom. That's like my best friend. Like,
Right.
I talk to her and tell her about any and everything, but I don't know why I couldn't tell my mom. I thought she knew, Jazz. So it was also some resentment there with her. You know what I'm saying? Me becoming a mother, that's really when I understood my mom as a mom. But back then, before then, I ain't gonna lie, shorty. Like, I didn't, nah.
Yeah.
I didn't, but.
You didn't even think to tell her. You didn't, because you thought she knew.
I thought she knew. He loud. My daddy loud. Like, they used to argue.
Do you think she, like, turned her head, like?
A part of me thought she did. Yeah. But when she seen my dad in 2014, this was December 23rd, 2014.
This is when you, like, older.
I'm at TSU.
Yeah.
I'm at TSU, Jazz.
Right.
I'm at TSU.
Okay.
I had a dog named Marley. I'm about to tell you the story real quick. I had a dog named Marley. My high school sweetheart gave me this dog, okay? When we broke up, it was like my dad felt like I didn't need to talk to him anymore. Like, it was never gonna be me and him again or anything. Like, and you know, we we make up, break up, make up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's not your business. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
Right. Right.
What?
You
How old am I?
grown.
As fuck.
You
2014. Yeah, like I'm grown
Yeah.
as fuck. Like, what are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
I just left the Gallery of Jazz and I spent all my Christmas money, like, you know, buying gifts.
We
You know,
did all
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Like,
We did all that.
so he called me and say that Marley needs some dog food, and I say, okay, I'm gonna get him some dog food. I call my high school sweetheart and I tell him, look, I just spent all of my cash at the gallery for Christmas, like getting all of y'all stuff. Like, can you help please get Marley some dog food? Like, he said, yeah, he got me. So my dad called and said, he called me back. He said, are you going to get Marley some dog food? I said, yeah. And I said my high school sweetheart's name. And he just
flip shit.
What the fuck you mean he gonna get you some, like, so he said, me and your mama and you, we gonna sit down and talk when we get home. Shit. Like I said, Jazz, I'm grown. I'm bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because I'm tired. Like, what are we about to argue about? Like, so I pull up to the house. We sit down and we talk.
Right.
He thought my mama was gonna have his back. So I think that's what really made him upset too. Because my mama taught my high school sweetheart. I had been knowing my high school sweetheart since middle school. You know what I'm saying? So she taught him. My mama taught him my middle school. So she taught him. She knows him. She knows he was a great dude. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My dad being a dad.
Yeah.
Say that.
I already know.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that. He being a dad. But we talking. He thought my mama, like I said, was going to have his back. He turned to her and say, you know, you think it's okay for her to be out all times of the night, da. And she said, I think he's a fine young man and don't nothing happen. She ain't pregnant. So, like, she going to college. Like, what is the problem? And next thing I know, this man just jump up. Like, we have a glass table, like big circle glass table in our dining room, like our kitchen. And he jump up, chip a piece of the glass off the table to just get to me. Like, he got me by my shirt and sling me down to the ground. Like, it's my dad, bro. Like, and at this time, it wasn't this bad. Like, it's never been this bad. Like, it wasn't like let me not say it wasn't like a consistent abuse, but when the abuse happened, it was just so, like, powerful. Like, it was so, like, he had some shit build up or something, like, and you just want to come and take it out on me or something. Like, if I'm not doing what you want me to do, or I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? We all gonna have our mischievous ways, bruh. Like, but you just amplifying that by getting physical. Like, that was my first time my mama seen that. She said she tried to stop him. Man, he got me down to the ground, Jazz. I got him up, though, like I'm trying to get him off. Like, I get out of the hole. I'm going around to, like, towards our front door. My mama behind him. She grabbed him. He pushed my mama down to the coffee table. I see my mama. I turn around because I hear her, like, fall into the coffee table. So I turn around, like, hey, nigga, like, that's my mama, bro. Like, I'm walking towards him. He hemming me up. All I'm telling my daddy is, bro, I do not want to hit you, bro. Like, you old.
You still had that respect, though.
Facts. The Bible say, honor thy mother, thy father, so thy days shall be longer. You feel what I'm saying? So no, I can't put my hands on you, bro. That's all I'm thinking in my head, and that's what I said to him, that I can't hit you, bro.
Ooh.
So I go upstairs and I tell him, these are the last words that I told my daddy. Like, if you can put your hands on me, shit, I feel like any nigga out here on the street can. I was young when I said that, though. And I think we had this conversation before about the power of the tongue. I spoke that shit into existence. I, after that, experienced 2 more abusive relationships. So, yeah, abuse.
I want to know, okay, Robin, how did that like affect your relationship with your daddy? Like, how did you take that relationship, that I guess dynamic with your pops? How did that even translate to your intimate relationships? How did you let that, happen?
I got real bad daddy issues. I'm the type of woman that can admit to that.
Yeah.
I got real bad daddy issues, so I cling to men.
Okay.
Like it was a time where I really felt like I couldn't be alone. Like I needed a man's comfort. My friends wasn't doing it. The little family that I have, they damn sure not doing it. Like I just needed to be in the comfort of a man. Mm-hmm. So I feel like me not getting that. My dad is a provider. You know what I'm saying? He's not really a protector. Mm-hmm. My mom says when you are, interested in a partner, it's three. I feel like she said it's three things that you should look for, three P's that you should look for: provider, protector, and a prayer warrior. Like you got to have those three, like to make sure that they're well rounded and can do what they can do for your family, the household, all of that. So.
It's just about staying consistent with me, though.
Please say everybody like about this podcast today. Like I said, I got a podcast today, and like your content, like how you post your content is great.
Oh, appreciate
like
that.
Dead ass me being a social media manager when the job that I just had in Atlanta. Like your shit is great. Your content and how you break up the clips and how you post them, like with the words, like.
Appreciate that.
Keep that shit going.
Appreciate that. Still learning it. Definitely gonna get better though.
I know it.
Just every day I just try to, get better and better at it.
I know it.
But I wanna definitely delve back into, that relationship with your pops. Like, I remember you saying, it took you a minute to like, establish that. So if you could like,
Yeah,
talk about
that. It took me about maybe like about 7 months to fully like have that conversation with him. We sat down at Luby's. I love Luby's. Did y'all used to eat at Luby's?
Yeah. For sure.
I love Luby's.
For sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we sat down at Luby's and we I don't know, we talked, and I'm the type of person, anybody that knows me, because I'm sure it makes people wonder why I forgive people who have done some of the most cruelest things to me. Like, I'm not an antagonist. You know what I'm saying? I don't bother people. I stay in my lane.
Right. Yes.
So forgiveness, like for me, it's easy, bro. Cause God is a forgiving God, bro. We sin every day. We sin every day, every second of the day. We sin, bro. He forgives us for every second of the day.
Every second, yep.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so why can't we do that? It's really easy if you get some discipline within yourself and understand that, well, shit, we ain't perfect either. Like, everybody makes mistakes.
Right. And it's like, who are we to judge when God is the Almighty?
Almighty. He's the number one judge.
And if he can give grace and mercy, why can't we?
Why can't we show it? Why can't we give it?
Yeah.
So that was my journey of how I was able to forgive him.
Okay.
But it still affected me in relationships a lot. Like,
so what were you looking for in the men, like in your men selection? Like, were you spot on? Were you wrong? Like, could you talk about that a little bit?
Honestly, yeah. Like, I wasn't looking for anything. I looked for a lot of people say that I like hood niggas. Like,
What'd you say?
I do.
Okay.
I like, it's not necessarily that they are just street hood niggas. Like, yes, they are hood niggas. They might do extra shit on the side. You know what I'm saying? But they have shit going for themselves. Like, that was one thing that I liked, because with those type of men, like, it came with protection.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, like I told you, I didn't really have that in a sense. So when I had a dude that really fucked with me, or my boyfriend, for them to protect me, to stand up to your family member who might not like me, or somebody who got some shit to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was something that I really was attracted to.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So talk about your relationships in college. Like, you have any memorable relationships back then?
You know, I was engaged.
Okay, in college. Wow.
Yes, I was engaged. Like, I have an old soul. Like, I love oldies but goodies. Like, my parents are old, you know what I'm saying? So me wanting to settle down at a young age, like, that was something that I wanted to do. But the thing about it is, Jazz, like, with me, it was, I don't know what it is. And we had this conversation before too. Like, people just automatically want to call me a hoe. But I was in relationships. But I'd be around dudes, you know what I'm saying? I cling to dudes. Like, that's just my comfortable space. Like, I would be in relationships though. But like I said, I was engaged. So I feel like it didn't work because, one, we were young. Two, we had people in our ear on both sides. But you know what I'm saying? That was...
Both of y'all were young?
Okay. Like, he was 2 years...
2 years older?
Older than me.
Okay.
Type shit, like a year and a half older than me.
Okay.
But, yeah, that was like one of my memorable relationships.
So, what are some things that you learned about yourself?
Excuse me.
What are some things you learned about yourself in your past relationships?
What I want in a man. Are you saying, like, about myself?
Yeah, like...
Okay.
Okay. Because I like to say, like, one thing I learned about myself is, like, my space. Like, if you don't have, like, the energy that I feel, you're not coming to my space. I'm very protective over my space. So, what about you? What's some things you learned about yourself?
That I need balance. I got to have somebody who balances me out. Like, I am an ambitious person. I love money. I'm not full of greed. I'm not materialistic or anything like that, but I love being able to maintain. Paid in Full is like one of my favorite movies. Because Ace, in that particular movie, he maintained. He wasn't too flashy. He didn't do too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He maintained. Like, that's how I envision my life. I want to maintain.
Okay.
However, my partner can add value to that. Like, that's what I've learned in my past relationships. Like, I've always been the giver. I've always been the one that take care of, you know, them.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Do you care to talk about your relationship right now?
yeah.
Okay. So, are you single? Are you dating? Are you seeing someone? Like,
I am in a relationship.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. So talk about that. Like, how's that going?
So that's great.
Okay.
Like, I love him.
Okay.
Look.
Yes, ma'am.
I do. I love him, but
Let's talk about it.
we are growing. Like, we went to TSU together. Okay, so, you know, just being in college, and like I said, I was engaged. So after breaking that engagement, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
college.
You know, it's college, like you said. So
College, you know what I mean?
So with that, I feel like it kind of played a part
Right.
in our relationship, like, now. But once we, like, really truly got over that hump, it's like it's been great because we started off as friends. Like he was somebody that admired me first, but I admired him and ended up telling one of his friends.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and it just kind of went from like there.
How do you admire him?
Just his demeanor. Like
Okay.
he's so tall. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like how he hovers, like
Okay.
and it's a like I said, it's a protection thing. Like it gives me like you see what I'm saying?
I definitely got you. I definitely got you.
Like
Okay.
so that's like the one thing that I
Okay.
do love. Like
Okay. I like asking people like, what kind of lover are you? I'm very affectionate. You gonna feel it. Like you gonna hear it too. Very affirmative. What kind of lover are you?
I'm a lover girl.
Okay.
Like
You love love.
I do. I love love. Here again, because we could talk about him all day. God is love, okay? God is love. Like, he's saying in the Bible that love is kind, love is patient, you know, love is not boastful.
That's a big one right there.
Let's talk about it.
Right,
Like,
right.
we don't have to do too much for love. Love is true. Love is pure. Like, so I love love. Like, I love to cuddle. I love warmth. I love skin to skin. Like I'm a big baby. You get what I'm saying? Like, especially with my boyfriend now. Like, I just like to, you know what I'm saying? Curl up. Like baby me.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Skin to skin me. Like
Same here.
I
Love that.
love to be naked.
I love that.
I love to be naked and I love for him to be naked.
Yeah.
Like, and I love for our bodies to intertwine. It's a certain energy that that comes in between that.
Nah,
Like,
for
you get what I'm saying?
For sure. That skin,
Yes.
that's the hugest freaking organ on your body.
Yes.
Intertwining it.
Like it's
with the breath, with the energy.
Especially with the right person. You get what I'm saying? With the right person. Spank y'all hoes behind her for sure. But that's what taught me. I just don't play about that. Like
you always came up fighting like that?
Yeah, I could say, yeah, for sure. Cause like I said, I wasn't no bully.
Right.
But don't
defending yourself.
For sure. When I got to high school, me being a freshman on varsity and stuff, like, bruh, don't.
I want to talk about that because you made this comment. You was like, I really don't like kicking it with the women because it's like extra catty. They're emotional, and you always, you know what I'm saying, felt, you know, the relationship with the dudes because they was always just cool and you felt like you can resonate with them more. I want you to like dive into that.
Cause growing up with my brothers, I have 4 older sisters. My dad's side, you know, but I didn't grow up with them because they're in Georgia. You get what I'm saying? So me growing up with my brothers, like, I don't know, it's more on the rougher side. So I could relate more to the guys, and it was just kind of easier because I had pretty friends. So, you know, guys would want to kick it with me because of my girls. Like, so it just kind of worked. Like, but girls just, they're catty. They can be catty. They can be messy. They can be petty. I don't like to get back at people. I believe in karma, Jazz. Fuck. Like, what's done to you is going to immediately be coming right back.
Have you ever had a friend to turn on you in any way?
Yeah.
How'd you deal with that?
Honestly, shit, it was like a fuck it. Because what my parents have always taught me is people come and go. People in your life for a season.
They come and go.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it was what it was. Now, granted, how she left hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it hurt my feelings a little bit because, you know, I'm not the type of person to throw stuff in people's face, but we both have done a lot of stuff for each other. We were there for each other. You know, we were like 3LW. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this was somebody that I built a relationship in college with. So, I mean, it hurt, but like my parents say, people come and go.
Was it something that you could have mended?
I felt like we could have.
Really?
Because I felt like the relationship was worth it. On my end, fuck. Like, I felt like it was worth it on my end. So,
Yeah.
I don't feel like that was on the other side.
Have you tried?
No, because I don't understand the exit. Like, I heard through the grapevine it was because of my mom, but I don't understand the exit. Like,
I got you.
come talk to me, friend. Like, I feel like we have gotten into it about something before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I came and expressed to you, like, why didn't you tell me about that? Like, I could have been there for you, but it showed me that you didn't want me to be there for you. So it started to show me, like, okay, maybe you really don't want to fuck with me no more. Like, I was starting to see certain patterns, and we not really kicking it like that anymore. So,
you know what, Rob? I wanted to tell you, like, I definitely resonate with the story with you not, like, connecting with the ladies, because me being a hooper, right? You know, me playing on these teams or whatever, and it was like I was always the best one.
facts.
I would always go hoop with the guys' team, and they would always, like, show me love and big up me and all this, and they envied that. And it's like, yo, I'm a hooper. Like, this is what I do. Girl, I had my coach at TSU tell me, why are you, and saying this sarcastically, why are you walking around campus with your basketball? Are you seriously calling me in your office for this?
Because you really did.
Are you seriously wasting my time? I would be ecstatic if I had a player who did that. That's a real baller. That's a real hooper. Straight hating. So I definitely feel that with the women. Like, I just always stuck to always was just to myself, solo.
But see, Jazz, for me, like, I'm such like a introvert, extrovert. Like, I would love to be cool with women. Like, now granted, the group of girls that I have right now, my village, that's it.
Your village, I like that.
Ain't no new memberships. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no terminations.
Okay.
They're solid. And I've built that over over the years, and I'm so thankful to God for that, because, like I told you, women are just, I don't know, like, I'm hella cool. Like, people have called me stuck up, people have called me mean. Like, I be chilling. You saw me earlier, I had my shades on. I be chilling. I be in my own world.
Were you always this spiritually inclined? You was always like that?
No. Like, my roots.
When did this happen? Because like, you are tapped in. It's like with you, Rob, like, you tapped in, but you still got that edge, like, and I like that about you. I like that. I want to, like, let you know that.
I appreciate that, Jazz.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Because a lot of my friends do call me radical.
Yeah.
What's crazy is my degree was in liberal arts, because I'm very liberated, like, very so. Like, but anyways, I don't know. My roots, like I said, I grew up in a church. I grew up in a church. So,
that's where it comes from.
But when I got to college, not even when I got to college. Let's start back when I was 9 years old, before my brother went away to prison. You know what I'm saying? My brother is very spiritual, my oldest brother. He had me up watching Bible stories, like, on Channel 14 and stuff. If you from Houston, you know what channel that is. That's just this gospel spiritual channel. You know what I'm saying? So he had me watching Prince of Egypt, Joseph stories, like Ruth, like Abraham, like I could go on. I could go on. You know what I'm saying? So he started me out with that, but my parents being so traditional in the church, it was like they were telling me not to listen to what he necessarily believed in. But by the time I got to college, like I woke up.
Tell me about that process.
So what's funny is I told you I was engaged, right? So, and that's funny because this is why like that's forever gonna be like my friend at the end of the day, because like we woke up together. Like,
That's
yeah,
what's up.
in the
Okay.
back of like the dorms.
Okay.
Like, I can't even tell you which dorms, but the back of the dorms, like,
yeah, magical.
and dead ass, like on the phone with his brother, and he just was speaking the same. He was speaking the same shit my brother told me when I was 9 years old. And it was crazy how he woke up, and it was amazing to his family. So like, it just made me think like, okay, let me tap in for real.
Yeah.
Let me start this journey. That's 2014.
2014.
We're in
That's
2023
what's
right
up.
now. Like,
Okay.
Jazz, when I say it's been a journey, like,
Okay.
it's been a real journey.
Let's talk about the beginning, the genesis. How did you start? I love telling people, just with me, it started with 5 minutes a day. That's it. That's how it started with me. Literally giving the Most High 5 minutes. And then I just started to delve in. So how did you start?
I pray.
Okay.
Like, one thing about it is I'm going to talk to God. When I wake up, first thing God say is, thank you, God, for letting me see another day. Thank you for my loved ones. Thank you for allowing them to see another day. I submit this prayer. Like, I say that every day because you just never know what can happen. Like, one thing about it is my mom she really has shown me that God can cover you. Like, she really prays, baby. Okay? She has prayer warriors. Like, that is real. That's something that you need. That's what I call my village right now. You get what I'm saying? Like, my prayer warriors, that's my village. Like, I can call them, and if I need a prayer, they gonna cover me. Like,
Yeah.
so that's one thing that I could say that really got me through like my spiritual journey is and fasting.
Oh, okay. How'd you fast? Water, how was it, intermittent?
Different things like
Okay.
staying off of social media, not like when I wake up, not immediately getting on my phone until after 12 o'clock.
Okay, that's a good one.
It's certain little things that we can do to fast. Like, we don't have to not drink water. We don't have to not eat. You know what I'm saying? It's a not drink alcohol for a certain amount of time. Like, make sure that we're on a good detox for 3 months. Like, 60 days, 90 days. Like, that's a good fast, you know?
Yeah. I've just known just to be very intentional about everything I do. Very intentional.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? If I feel like I need a fast, like right now, I'm definitely need a fast right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that.
I kind of do too.
And I'm gonna just really go head on in my podcast journey, man. I'm really just loving this shit for real.
I love this for you.
I'm loving this shit.
I love this.
So I really want to like delve a little bit deeper. Like, we talked about the reprobated mind, and I looked inside of that, and that shit is like some deep shit. Like, so if you can like talk a little bit more about that mindset and what were the things that you were going through, during that journey, because that's heavy.
That was okay. So we did have this conversation, and I'm gonna bring it to the light for our viewers. So, November 3rd, 2020, that was a really big year for me. In 2019, I had my daughter. December 24th, Christmas Eve, 2019, I had Shia. And I was going through a very just fast, like dark kind of life. Like, I was chasing that dream so hard. I feel like, in a sense, the Most High made me really pump my brakes. Because, like I told you, Jazz, like, I love money. So, you know what I'm saying? I was hustling hard. Like, 2020, beginning of 2020, especially during the pandemic, okay? I was hustling pretty hard. So, like, spending it, living it. We flying here, going to Miami, like, different stuff like that. Like,
just living fast.
Yeah. I feel like the Most High really slowed me down. So by the time November 3rd, 2020 came, I just felt like the people that I was working with at the time, like, I didn't really feel too much of, like, appreciation when it came to, like, me being in the industry, like, helping y'all for free. You know what I'm saying? Just doing things, like, out the kindness of my heart, like, for certain artists and stuff. Like, I just didn't feel like the appreciation was there. And, you know, we had took a trip, and I don't know, something happened on the trip, and it really just made me see who was really in my corner. But when I say it brought me to, like, such a dark place, I didn't think about nothing. I didn't think about nobody. I didn't even think about my child. Okay? So, November 2nd, I tried to kill, like, my baby daddy. And I'm able to speak about this because I went to get help for it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I tried to take his life. Like, it was just so much toxicity. Like, he was physical. I was physical. I got to the point where I was physical because I didn't start out physical. I don't ever put my hands on men. Like, I might put my hands in your face. I'm a woman. We are emotional as fuck. You know what I'm saying? It might get to that point of me expressing myself with my hands, but never to the point where I'm going to put my hands on you. You get what I'm saying? Like, so for you to feel like you could do that to me, it took me to the point where I need to defend myself. Like, now I'm about to put my hands on you. So it got real physical between the both of us, okay?
Okay. How did it start?
So the very first time I stayed in some apartments off of Westheimer, and I had a roommate at the time, and he was somebody that I was close to. We both grew up in the church together. He was a PK. Like I said, my mom and them was involved in the church. So this was like somebody I called my brother at the time, like my play brother, okay? So he was my roommate.
Right, okay.
So my baby daddy was at the house with me, and we were getting ready to leave out, and we got into an argument. Now, what we were arguing about, I don't remember because this was at the beginning, like, of 2020. So what we were arguing about, I just know it wasn't to the point where it needed to get to that point. Like, I didn't put my hands on him, but he mushed me in my face. So, like, I fell into the back of the washer and dryer. We had, like, stack washer and dryers in our apartment. I fell back into those, but oh, no. When it got to that point, this is my second abusive relationship. This is not my first, okay? So my second one, this is my baby daddy. Like, I'm not understanding why you're mushing me into the washer and dryer for me just wanting to leave because I don't want to argue anymore. I'm tired. It's Jazz, 2020, it's 3 years ago. I'm 26 years old. I just had my kid. Like, I had my kid at 25. Like, I'm not trying to argue. I'm not trying to claim postpartum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to claim postpartum, but baby, I'm feeling it. Like, I'm feeling it. So
Yeah.
all of that, I'm just trying to leave. And you push me, mush me in my face. I'm leaving out. You want to throw me back into the wall. Like, trying to leave out again. You throwing me again. I'm finally able to get out of the apartment and get in my car. Like, but what's crazy is as I'm getting in my car, my roommate is coming in the gate. Like, so it's like he missed it by just a split second. And it kicked off from there. And, you know, for some reason, I don't know why I couldn't leave. And I want to say a part of it was for Shia, but I think a part of me was like I needed to build some type of strength in some weird way.
Okay. We talked about this the other night. I am curious, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are curious, and you kind of touched on it too. You was like, you know, and why people just say, just leave, leave, leave. But you was like, I don't feel safe leaving.
Exactly.
Like, I never even heard no one touch on it like that. So can you like talk a little bit more about that?
Because people don't see it that way. Everybody that says, leave, 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 like, nigga, you ain't really been in no domestic violent relationship. Right. You ain't really experienced feeling like you might possibly lose your life. Because anything could happen and people really don't understand that. So it's shit. Am I going to be safe leaving? Person know where I stay at. You know, my family. You know what I've been through. So you can use that against me to make me feel like I don't have anybody. Because you know that I don't really have family like that. You know what I'm saying? You think that I don't really have people in my corner. You think that I'm really out here alone. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's easy it was easier to stay at the time because, shit, once I left, it was still hell. Really leaving.
Okay. I was just about to say that. I was
Really?
just about to ask you that.
Yeah.
You left, like, how was it?
Still hell.
Still hell. Like,
Still hell.
Was it hell mentally? Like,
I'm in the relationship that I'm in now in 2021. You find out that I'm messing with somebody else. You have your own situation going.
Right.
You find out that I'm messing with somebody else. You find shit. I'm grown. It's my car.
Right.
I pay the bills on this car. It's my car note.
Yeah.
You find condom wrappers in my car for the relationship that I'm in because we had a good night. You get what I'm saying? Like, we had a good night. So when I come to pick up my kid, I didn't know they was in there. And I'm being real right now. I didn't know they was in there. Nigga take the condom wrapper, stuff them in my mouth. I got a friend there. So she witnessed this. She literally trying to tell him to stop. You stuffing the condom wrappers in my mouth, cutting my gums up and shit. This is in front of my kid.
That shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like,
that shit crazy.
It just was like, for what? Like, we both have moved on. So like I said, it's hell even leaving, but women gotta know you gotta stand your ground.
Robin, if you have some game to give to that woman out there, if she's in an abusive relationship, right? If she don't know how to deal with it, she don't have nobody to turn to, like, being someone who's been through that, like, what would you tell her?
You gotta get closer to God. I mean, like, that's easier said than done. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta really get in your Bible. Like, you ain't really gotta get in your Bible, but you gotta get in whatever you believe in. Like, get some peace. Go talk to somebody. Like, whether it's yourself in the closet.
Somebody, get it out.
Get it out. Talk to somebody. Because even if you're talking to yourself in the closet, even if you're talking to yourself in the closet, like, that's a form of prayer. It's a form of you talking to God. Like, it's just a form of you letting it out. Letting it go, you got to let it go. And you got to get some strength. Because once you let it go, you're going to realize that, all right, I'm able to do this, bro. So it's like with anything that happens, it's anything that happens. But I know that at the end of the day, because I'm so strong in God and I built that relationship with him and my faith is so strong, I know he got me. I know I'm going to be all right once I leave up out of here. Ain't nothing going to happen to me. I can leave 10 toes strong, Jazz.
Right. Definitely.
That's what you can
feel
do.
it. I feel it. This is heavy. This
For
is
real.
heavy. This is heavy. I want to know from you. I know this is gonna be a little bit deep, but what got you off of that tree, man? Like, if you want to talk about it, it's all good. Like, did you hear a voice? Did you?
So,
what'd you feel? What was that?
by the time November 3rd came, I had a knife under my pillow. I was with my baby daddy. This was crazy because the day before we had got into it and I called him again to be with him. Like, that's how, when I say that reprobated mind state, like, it just had me not thinking clear. Like, it had me, it was like I was literally outer body. You get what I'm saying? Like, so November 3rd, I'm laying there in his bed in his apartment at the time, like, with a knife under my pillow. And he comes and I try to stab him with the knife. Then I try to stab myself with the knife. Like, but he stops me. So we go and we headed towards Katie to get some food from one of his friends. I had a nervous breakdown. I got out like in the middle of the street. I ran down the bayou, like, of Katy. I freaked my baby daddy the fuck out because we're in Katy and this bayou is literally in the back of these people's neighborhood. Like,
I know. Dark as fuck.
no, we're in broad daylight
Broad
at the
daylight?
time. We're in broad daylight at the time, Jazz.
Okay.
So I literally am freaking him the fuck out. Like, I'm down in the middle of the bayou though, and I got a rock in my hand. I didn't know what I was gonna do with the rock at the time. Like, I wanted to bash my head in. That's really what I wanted to do. Like, but he stopped me, and I didn't have the strength to do that one. So we went home, and I told him I was okay. I was fine. Like, I just wanted to go home and lay down. At the time, his apartment was over there by Memorial City Mall off of Campbell Street. I left from over there and pulled into some parking lot. I deleted my old Instagram. My old Instagram was Robin.Shannon. That was my old Instagram. So I deleted that hoe and I didn't tell anybody. I just drove. I parked my car. I walked. I just walked. I was in some neighborhood behind Memorial City Mall. Like, I don't remember even where I was. Like, I just was walking, left my car, walked. Like, I ended up hopping the fence of somebody's backyard. I had t-shirts, socks. I had a shoestring, like towards the end of like the rope part. So it could really, that's the part that would, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go into details like that, but, and I just tied it up on a tree and I hung myself, but it was like I snapped out of it. Like, I have asthma, okay? I have asthma, Jazz, so like me not being able to breathe like that, it scared.
Yeah.
Bitch, it scared me. When I say it, like, beyond scared me straight in a sense. So I got myself out that shit though. I didn't get myself out of it. The Most High helped me get myself out of that for real, because I could have really been gone. Like, I tripped out. Like, thinking back and looking back at that time, like I said, I was in that state, bro. Like, I was in that state and it scared me so bad. Like, I had to hurry up and try to get myself up out of that. Like, and what's crazy is I wasn't even that far off the ground. I had to curl my feet up. Like, yeah, like it just, when I got myself out of it, I immediately said, I need to go get some help. Like, you know, with our iPhones, we got where our car is parked. So I found close to where my car was, and I realized, like, just realized where I was, so I was able to get back to my car. Drove myself to psychiatric ward in Bel Air. I checked myself in, but me thinking, I've never been to a ward, okay? So, like, me going to the ward, it's like I knew I needed help, bro. Like, my mama could tell you this. That's one thing. I've had times where I've texted her in the middle of the night. Because my best friend committed suicide, that was a lot on me, I felt like, at a point in time.
Really?
And it was times in college where I've texted my mom and I've told her, like, I need some help. That's one thing that she could tell you that I do is I'm going to go get some help, because I know I got a purpose here. And that's like one thing I do want to tell women as well. Like, we all got a reason why we here, whether it's whatever situation of how you've gotten here. We all deserve and are supposed to be here. We have a purpose to be here, bro. Like, so it's like I've always felt like I have a purpose. Like, my name is Robin Shannon. If you look it up on Google me, baby. If you look it up on Google, it means of shining fame. So I've always said I'm gonna live up to my name. Always.
I wanted to kind of like shift back a little bit. Listen, I want to talk about a little bit about relationships. Like, how do you like? So when you have a relationship with your man, what are some things that you add to his life?
Finances. Let's talk about that. No, I'm just joking. But
Nah, talk about whatever.
I feel like me, substance. I'm a very grounded person. I'm an Aries.
Okay.
So, you know, we could be stubborn, but that's because we're very grounded in our ways and how we kind of go about things. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I offer knowledge because I come across some people who haven't experienced like the things that I've experienced in life. Like, I've worked in the industry for a while. Like, so I've experienced certain things in life. So I think my partners, for me, I'd rather not have a partner that's in the industry. Like, that's not something that I would want. I have a partner that plays basketball. Like, he does what he does. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's a certain balance. So with me adding to him, like, it's structure. You know what I'm saying? It's a substantial kind of vibe. Like, I bring knowledge. Now, look, let me tell you something. I can't cook.
Okay. We got to work on that.
Yeah, I can't cook. So, like, no, don't get me wrong. We ain't gonna starve.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
We're not gonna starve. We gonna make some spaghetti, some grilled chicken, fried chicken, like
gotta feed them.
Salmon, you know, mashed potatoes. We can do that, the basics, but you know that cute shit,
slow down.
That chef shit.
Yeah,
I can't
need
do that
babe.
shit.
I need the essential shit, baby.
Yeah,
light shit.
I can't do that. But that the knowledge though, the love, like the grace, forgiveness too.
Okay.
Patience too.
Are you like soft? Or do you take charge? Like, what are you?
I am soft. especially like in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a softie. Like
You give me like Dom vibes though.
now granted, Jazz, that one good position, you know what I'm saying? On top, on top.
Yes, ma'am.
I want you on top. No, but that position, for sure. I kind of, obviously, I say I'm a little dominant only, but I like to, I don't know, I like to be loved on.
The
Like,
little spoon.
I'm not gonna lie, I like foreplay. Like, I love foreplay. I do. Foreplay is
I could do that all. I could do foreplay all night.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing.
We ain't got to get to the penetrating. Just foreplay.
Just foreplay. Just foreplay me, baby.
Just
Cause
foreplay me, baby.
Yes, like
foreplay me.
Because I love it. We don't have to do nothing.
We can be cooling all night.
Foreplay.
Boy.
Love it.
Suck on the titties.
Love it.
Look, all night.
Love it. Love it. Like, love it. But yeah, that's like one thing I could say. For sure.
Okay. I think we already talked about this, but just give them a little bit more insight. Non-sexual turn-ons for you.
Confidence. Like, I think, like I said, I think I told you about this. Just putting that on. Put that shit on. Like, I'm a confident person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm humble. I'm a lady always at the end of the day, but I'm a confident person. Like, when I walk in a room, especially in a pair of heels, I'm 5'9", baby. Pair of heels, I'm 6'1", 6 foot. So, like, it's just the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, your demeanor, your swag. Like, that's like a non-sexual turn on for me. Like,
I like that too. You can tell.
If I could see that, it's like, hey.
Yes, I love that. Yeah.
Because, like, look at me. Like, I like colors. I'm vibrant. I mix and match. Like, I don't match.
Yeah.
I don't match.
Yeah, just a vibe.
Yeah, colors. Like, I see colors and patterns and fabrics in a different light. So if my partner can do that, if I could see a nigga like that.
Okay.
And like I said, little hood in them.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't
that
want
rough.
you don't want no square.
I need that rough, rugged. Yeah. Tattoos everywhere, tall.
Yeah, that persona, yeah. That protective, yeah.
You gotta be tall. Look, let me tell you something. For anybody that's watching this right now, if you're shorter than me, if you're not over 6, I don't want to even say that like that. You know what I'm saying? Just don't fall in my DMs. Like, first off, I have a nigga. But don't follow my DMs. Don't even try it. Don't even attempt it. Because it's like, it's just disrespectful at that point. Because I'm 5'9" and I like heels. I like to be able to look up at my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It shows dominance.
Dominance. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah. You are a woman. You should want that.
And I'm already like
yeah, you're vibrant, like you said. You're vibrant.
Kind of.
So would you prefer your partner to be more cool, chill, relaxed?
Yes. Yeah. I do. Because just like this situation right here, I'm a hothead. It got to get to that point. Yeah. But I need somebody that's going to calm me down, chill me out. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance. Relationships supposed to be that. We have to balance each other out. We have to understand each other. So, yeah, I need my partner to be calm, chill, relax. Bring me down, baby. Bring me down.
So what you got planned for the next couple of months?
So right now, I'm working. I am currently a bartender, server at the Turkey Leg Hut. Come see your girl. But for the next couple of months, I'm actually interested in going to the Firefighter Academy. That's something that I really want to do. Probably retire in, settle down in, become a paramedic. I've had experiences where I've actually had to save somebody's life before. But I didn't know what I was doing. I just tried, but unfortunately, she didn't make it.
Oh,
No, yeah, girl.
peace.
Can we talk about this story?
We can talk about it.
Yeah. So this was during my first abusive relationship that I experienced with a man. Okay, so I was maybe about a year into, I was maybe about 8 months into this relationship. Okay. One of my teammates, you know her. One of my teammates.
You said I know her.
One of my teammates, she was coming back from the bus stop. I mean, she was coming to the bus stop from out of town. And she, at the time, her ride or something didn't come and pick her up. So when I took her back home, we were going like towards Hobby area. So like when we were coming back, that ramp that's over there, like by U of H, going down into 288, it was 3 cars in front of my car. Okay, this one particular night, Jazz, it was like hella cold. It was like Christmas, it was close to Christmas time, maybe like 23, 24 degrees outside. And when we were coming around the ramp, the 3 cars in front of me, swerved. And I swerved, but when I swerved, we seen like somebody out like on the freeway. So it was like all of us thought the same thing at the same time. Like the cars that were in front of me, they all stopped. We stopped. So like when I stopped, I had a friend in the car with me too. I had just picked her up as well. But she was staying with me at the time. She was from out of town. So when we stopped, I looked at my friend. I was like, is that what I think it is? You know what I'm saying? So we got out the car. We see this young lady, like, just kind of out. And she's literally holding on, like, for dear life. Like, catching her breath for dear life. But she just blood everywhere. Let me say that. Like, it was crazy. I tried to, like, put the blanket over her. I called 911. We called the ambulance. They picked her up, took her to the hospital. But the next day when they called me to, kind of talk about it and get a statement and stuff, he told me that she didn't make it. So,
I deal with a lot of athletes, man, and I deal with basketball players. They're dual athletes, right? They play volleyball, they play soccer, multi sports. Like, if you could give that young girl, she's aspiring to be a young volleyball player in college or whatever, after that, if you could give her some game, like, what could you give her? You know what I'm saying?
stay focused.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't fall into what's really going on outside of what you're really there for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You're there for to get an education, and you're there to do a job because that's why you got your scholarship to begin with,
Yes.
because you have a talent. So make sure you just stay focused and keep aspiring to do better, be greater, like elevate in your craft, study your craft more, and just kind of exceed like your expectations. I was an underdog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I started out as a middle blocker, but I ended up becoming an outside hitter. And a lot of people kind of didn't take my defense serious, but I was cold, like, humbly. You know what I'm saying? Humbly, humbly. So I can say that, though, like, study your craft, like, especially when they don't take you serious. I don't talk shit. I'm not the type of person that get on the court and talk shit. I don't do none of that. My work is my shit talk.
Right. Speak for itself. I got
For
you.
sure. Like, so that's something that I would say, like, just stay quiet and produce.
Is there anything Do you have a story or anything, a statement or anything that you haven't told the world yet that you want to display right now?
Okay. It's like I just moved back from Atlanta. So I kind of said that I was done creating. I just kind of wanted to hang it up, but I still want to.
You see how God brought me in her life. I'm like, no, we about to get together. We're going to tell this story.
Yeah, like I still want to create. I want to talk. I want to help others. So
And this is how you doing it.
Yeah.
Once again, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you for having me.
Giving them game, man. Giving them game.
I appreciate you for having me.
Most definitely. Any last words, any last statements that you have for them?
Y'all, just stay graceful in this world. This world is really, it's at a time right now. Like, it's just a lot of, I just feel like evil is at an all-time high right now. And if you can really just kind of stay grounded and stay faithful, I feel like you're going to be okay. You're going to make it. Like, say your prayers, bro. Talk to God. Get a relationship with God.
Right.
Like, that's the one thing I tell all my friends all the time. That's the one thing we talk about all the time. So I just want to share that with you guys. Like, build that relationship with God. God is going to get you through anything.
Most definitely.
For real. He is a great foundation. He's a great dad. He's a father. Like, he's a great father. Like, you know, people say they don't have fathers. Baby, we have one almighty father. Like, for real. So lean on him. Like, build that relationship with him. Find some grace, find some love, and, bro, get out the way. Get your money. Get your cash.
Feel that.
And get out the way, baby.
Stay grounded, stay prayed up, stay uplifted, man.
Real.
I rock with that. Let them know where to find you at.
Instagram me. Rob the Sunflower. Literally Rob, R-O-B.
Yep.
T-H-E, Sunflower. That's it. But my DMs are closed. Love and light, y'all.
Love and light. Listen, man, y'all follow the page, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man.
Tell a friend and tell a friend.
And you are now tuned into another Cold Game Conversation. I am your host, Jazz Vante. And we out. It's out. Let's get it.